couldn't make a good on the end of it. And what a great finish it is. Perfect volley, isn't it? He strikes it so well. What an excellent finish.
Well, again, lads, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 West Brom career mode. It is the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd Season 4, Episode 90. And we're going to jump into December. As you can see, we're about halfway through. We're going to meet some familiar faces on Saturday as we take on Stevenage at home, our old club. And we're going to finish the episode with a home game against Luton Town. But we begin at the Amex as we take on Brighton on Tuesday night. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so we're at the Amex and we are taking on Brighton, relegated from the Premier League. They have some fantastic players still. So I can only imagine that the league position they're in is a little bit of a false one. Opening few minutes, they win the ball back. Podence, I'm guessing signed from Wolves, through to Lopez, and his shot saved by Bailey Peacock-Farrell as he comes to our rescue early on. And then a short corner after 18 minutes. It's going to be pulled back. Podence is going to play this in. Benrahu's shot blocked. Then he goes to cross it, but O'Shea getting in the way and getting the ball clear. It was all Brighton for about 20 minutes, and then we came forward with a counter-attack. Batshuayi going to bring this down. He's going to play it across to Furlong. He's going to put it back to Batshuayi. He spins his marker of fire and fires it into the bottom corner. I believe that's Karius in goal for Brighton. It is. Loris Karius in goal. Fantastic finish by Batshuayi. And we can see here, 23 minutes in, it's his 13th goal of the season already. This guy is an absolute gem. I definitely recommend trying to get him from Fenerbahce if you're doing a championship career mode at the minute. And then on 33 minutes, you can see there the shot by Seema came through Peacock-Farrell, but Furlong managed to get back and clear it before it crossed the line. And then on 44 minutes before half time, a cross by Lopez parried wide and then cleared by O'Shea, and a corner kick to Brighton just before half time. And here come Brighton, short corner. Benrahu manages to keep it in. Townsend with a really weird clearance. It falls to Lopez and his shot kicked away by Bailey Peacock-Farrell. They were getting a lot of lucky deflections, and even that shot was hit through the legs. We managed to scrape ourselves through to half-time. They were definitely out shooting us and out passing us in that first half, and we're lucky to be a goal up. And then on 47 minutes, Lopez through to Podence. Podence in, tries to curl it, and Peacock-Farrell says, no way, I'm going to make sure I save that. Then he gets up and gives the defence a good talking to. You see there. And then Sarmiento to Lopez. Lopez into Podence. Podence is crossed from the left. No, he's going to take a shot as he cuts inside on his right. Tipped over. Then a short corner. No, it's played into Lopez. And he heads it from the edge of the 6-yard box. Another save. Literally all guns blazing now, Brighton. Bringing out the heavy artillery. Lopez's header there from the edge of the box. Pushed away. And then Alzate plays it to Podence, and Podence is crossed from the left. Lopez gets his foot to the ball, and you'll see here, as I try to get back and stop it from going over the line, Lopez falling over after making contact with the ball actually impedes the defender and stops him from making the interception. You'll see here, he rolls over and then kind of kicks his leg. You know, when they want to score, they're going to score. And then 77 minutes, Sarmiento runs through Mepham, which was a really disappointing, crosses it, and Hani Mukhtar smashes it in to make it 2-1 Brighton. I hate when the computer does this. They just basically run at 99 speed on everything and run through your players. Your players just have no reactions or physicality. And then 82 minutes, Sarmiento to Seema. Seema's going to cut inside, lovely skill. Then Sarmiento's back heel to Hani Mukhtar, and his near post shot goes past Bailey Peacock-Farrell to make it 3-1 with 82 minutes played. We need something of a dramatic fight back to get anything from this game now. Given the way in which they've poured forward and really put the pressure on us, I can't see that happening. But 96 minutes is the game time we play to. Furlong brings it back to Grady Diangana, and he side foots that in to make it 3-2. Still with 2.5 minutes left to play the game. And he doesn't celebrate, he just runs up, picks the ball up and says game on. But we end up losing this one 3-2. It's not often we lose, but it's understandable. On to the next game. And so we always knew that this game would happen at some point. Stevenage coming to the Hawthorns, and our old club, some familiar faces here as we take on Stevenage. We've named a couple of players here that wouldn't usually start. Dylan Sharp at right back and Caleb Taylor right-sided centre-back, just filling in here because the Mepham and Furlong are a little bit jaded. And then something interesting here I wanted to show you guys. Florencio Castro is now the manager at Stevenage, with us leaving to come to West Brom. It seems like the AI have replaced us with a generated manager. I've never seen that before in FIFA, because obviously I've never moved clubs before like that. I did do a Google check, he's not a real guy. Opening 10 minutes, Wallace into O'Reilly. O'Reilly crosses it, and it's a header from Carlan Grant, saved on the line by Anderson. We know he's a good goalkeeper, and he makes a great save there. And then we're not expecting Stevenage to lie down. McCormick comes forward, takes a curling shot, trying to bend that into the top corner. Again, we know about his ability, we know how good he is. We can't give McCormick or Hardy any space. They are very, very good players. And then a misplaced pass. Diangana down the left. 34 minutes into the game. Diangana's going to cut in here on Bradbury, take it across and then thread it into Batshuayi, who says thank you very much. I will take that, and slot that past Anderson, and he's going to do his big man walk.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had
really nice finish, composed finish as he slots it past Anderson. Anderson comes out just under his arm into the bottom corner. And so we go in at the break. A goal up against our old club. We know what's to come in the second half. Certainly not just going to roll them over, but having lost to Brighton in this opening match of the episode, we need to make sure that we win this one. And then McCormick robbed by Jando Fuchs, and we win the ball back, and a counter-attack begins. Wallace is going to play this wide. Here's Sharp, and Dylan Sharp's cross brought down brilliantly by Batshuayi, plays in O'Reilly, and O'Reilly says thank you very much. What's really nice about this replay is Sharp's first time cross into Batshuayi, and look at the control here. Brings it down, turns, and just knows that O'Reilly's going to be running in behind him as the extra forward, and he composes himself brilliantly and just side foots it past him into the net. It's a great finish. And look at Aidy Boothroyd, he knows, he goes, right, that's it, we're done. A quick shot there of Castro in the background, looks like an old guy. And then 10 minutes left, Taylor allows Hardy down the left-hand channel, and a cross into Tom Nichols, who we know about. Tom Nichols is a pacey, mobile forward who can play on the wing. Caleb Taylor has to be stronger there, and allows Nichols to the edge of the box and smashes it in. 5 minutes left. Reyes Cleary into Thomas Asante, and then Diangana over on this right hand side, going to cut in past Borthwick Jackson, edge of the 6-yard box, go for a near post shot. Anderson makes the stop. And then Fuchs robs the ball from Drysdale. Diangana over to Thomas Asante. He chips it up. Cleary's knocked down into Diangana. Great chance here on 90 minutes, but he lashes the ball wide. He should be finishing that, great Diangana. You see there, he just a real lack of composure. He could have just dinked it past Anderson. But we managed to hold on, and after the loss to Brighton, a narrow win here against our old team, And certainly, as I said, not a team that was just going to lie down. The game certainly wasn't allow us to just roll them over quite so easily. A competitive game onto the third and final game. Alright, so in the build-up to one of the goals there against Stevenage, Connor Townsend suffered a femur contusion injury. Going to miss it a week. That means he's not going to be available for the third and final game as we host Luton Town at home at the Hawthorns. So because of that, the only available fullback we have is Ethan Ingram, the right back. And we've been training him a little bit in the left back spot just so he's comfortable playing there. We haven't really got anybody else that can play in that position. The opening few minutes, O'Reilly is going to pull this back. Diangana's shot pushed over by Ramirez. I'm assuming that Ramirez is a generated goalkeeper. And then the opening 4 minutes, the cross comes in from O'Reilly, and it's Batshuayi who gets his head to the ball and directs it goalwards. I think Ramirez makes the save, but then it comes off Brad Potts. It's definitely a deflection into the net. Thankfully, it's still classed as Batshuayi's goal. And then on 20 minutes, O'Reilly into Diangana. Diangana back to Shortire. Into Batshuayi, ready for his brace. But out comes Ramirez with a kick save. It's a really, really good save from Ramirez. You see here, it just comes off his left leg. Inside of his shin. And then 27 minutes. O'Reilly into Batshuayi. Batshuayi's going to hold this up. Tulloch to O'Reilly, into Diangana, and then into O'Reilly again, and he smashes it into the back of the net to make it 2-0. The movement and transition up front by these players from midfield to the attack is absolutely superb.
But it's no surprise, is it? They've been in complete control here.
Lashes it in. And then on 42 minutes, Adebayo's shot. 41 minutes, Adebayo's shot. After the initial tackle, went near post, and it's a good save. And then on 42 minutes, just a minute later after the corner kick, Ryan Tulloch down the left-hand channel, cuts inside Batshuayi into O'Reilly, threads it into Shortire, and that's a great finish into the far corner, and he makes it 3-0. That is pretty much game over for Luton. We just need to make sure that we hold our line, our defensive line now in the second half. It's a great finish. And then deep into stoppage time, Tulloch down the left, another chance here just before half time. Out comes Ramirez and makes a stop. He has to be scoring there, Ryan Tulloch. And then a short corner. It's going to be crossed in by Shortire and headed in by Grady Diangana. It is 4-0 before half time. Absolutely obliterated Luton. There's no chance at all of them getting any points from this game. Grady Diangana scoring. Probably don't see that many goals of him scoring with his head. Edge of the 6-yard box, heads it down. And so we go in at half time, 4-0 up. Hoping for more goals actually. And then on 48 minutes, you'll see Thorpe wide to Bree, and then Bree's going to pull it back. Morris with a strong shot, and it's parried away by Alex Palmer. It's a really good stop. He had to get his whole body behind it. Thankfully it wasn't in any corner. And then a few minutes later, Vizenen retrieves the ball from the corner, and then it's going to eventually play to McAtee. Sets up Mpanzu, and Mpanzu's volley. Really good technique actually. See there, look. He just had to keep it down. He needs to get his body over the ball and keep the volley down. A few minutes left. Luton come forward, Adebayo to Mendes Gomez into Mpanzu. He's going to get this back, and then he's going to play in Adebayo, and Adebayo ends up turning that in. Pretty disappointed to concede that clean sheet, especially considering Alex Palmer's right in front of it, and it's another one of those where if he stands up he probably saves it, because he goes down and tries to parry the ball, it goes past him. So we lose the clean sheet, but a 4-1 win. 2 wins from 3 games is not to be argued with. Boothroyd happy with that, and we firmly bounced back from the 3-2 loss at the Amex with a 4-1 thumping of Luton Town and a narrow win over Stevenage. Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright lads, thanks for watching today. If you're enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. Also, why not consider subscribing as well to help support me on the channel. This has 2 benefits, one being my main aim of getting 400 subscribers, and 2, you don't miss any up and coming episodes. I'll see you guys back on Wednesday with episode 91. We enter the new year 2026 and have more Championship and FA Cup action. Thank you so much for your support. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming.